Hello, my gorgeous Leo. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Leone, and it's in between the 5th and the 11th of September 2022. My goodness, at the beginning of this week, something quite weird it's actually gonna be going on. When I say something weird is going to be going on, you are gonna be facing a little difficulties. This is such an important stage in your life. I know I'm saying that you are going to be facing some kind of difficulties, but this, my gorgeous Leonis, is like a really important stage of your life, because when I say that you're going to be facing difficulties, it's like about something bouncing back to you, something that you've said or something that you did not that long ago, quite recently, and the way you expressed yourself, it was maybe not the right way of expressing yourself, and you were like completely misunderstood. Now this is important for you when it comes to your karma, but when it comes to your spirit as well, because it's going to actually provide you with an important, absolutely mind-blowing opportunity here. Not only you're gonna get a chance to actually heal something really particular in your life, but it's going to give you an opportunity yet again to explain yourself, to express yourself. And this is important because at that moment in time you are going to reach a very high level of your spirituality, which is in return going to really kind of like, it's going to help your spirit to grow quite a lot. And when I say that this is going to help your spirit to grow quite a lot, this means, my gorgeous Leonis, that every single part, every single aspect of your life, it's going to be affected until you realize what this is. It's almost as if like, oh my God, you need to kind of fix something, like you really need to fix something, before it kind of go on the level that you don't want to go on this particular specific level. So it's all about you, I suppose, explaining or expressing yourself in a weird way and being completely misunderstood. And why am I talking about it for so long? Because it's important. It's important when it comes to your own understanding of this particular situation, but also it's important when it comes to your soul journey, because the things in your life are going to be slowed down just a little bit until you kind of establish what this situation is. So at the beginning of the week sorry, my gorgeous Leone, so at the beginning of the week you are going to be kind of facing these difficulties. So something will be bouncing back at you, something you said, something you did within the last few weeks, which you really need to clarify. You will need to clarify within the last few weeks. This happened quite recently. Not that you were wrong necessarily, but you will need to open your mind at the same time in order to understand. Okay, so you're going to need to open your mind in order to understand, but at the same time, you will know that other people can understand where exactly are you coming from, and this in itself is going to help you so much in order to kind of like really understand so much about yourself, to understand how you're going to be doing things in the future, but also you will be able to kind of have a hopeful outlook after that moment in time, because something is going to change, and you are going to have a really kind of favorable expectations after that moment in time. Something is going to come to you, only within the next like 2 or 3 weeks in a form of like a really nice and important reward. This is not just any reward. This reward is really kind of going to come from you working on your karma, you working on your spiritual journey, and understanding that sometimes, you just need to kind of like pay attention the way you express yourself. I'm sorry, I know this sounds really weird. I'm not having a go at you, but I'm just saying that karmically this is a very powerful situation. When I said that you're going to have a karmic reward within the next 2 or 3 weeks, oh my God, you're going to have a karmic reward. No, baby, no, this is big. This karmic reward that you are going to have, it's going to come in a form of an absolutely mind-blowing surprise, but you will be facing the situation where you're going to be inspired so much that you're going to be left with no option but take this on. And you see this, and at the same time you are going to become aware of a very, very unhealthy attachment in your life. And this is important. You're going to become aware of a very unhealthy attachment in your life. And I'm saying this, and this is still going on like within the first week, you know what I mean, going to the midweek, when it comes to this unhealthy attachment, at the same time, it's to do with some kind of maybe addiction. You need to work on a specific addiction, and that addiction, it's going to be highlighted, my gorgeous Leonie, indeed. But going back again, this was like a very much so like an additional information, but also when it comes to that karmic reward, at the same time, you see, at the same time, this is this is going to also, it's not only about you having this amazing starting point and taking something on, but it's also at the same time you are kind of going to have a proof, you're going to have a message that this is going to explode. This particular stage of your life is going to explode in the best possible way in terms of the actual success, in terms of you knowing and understanding, like, my Lord, I am actually doing a really, really great change. So this is also going to really bring a quick change to your life. And also, my gorgeous Leonie, just remember that every now and then, you are going to have throughout this week the illusion of being trapped. Just remember that this is just an illusion, okay? This is just an illusion. This is really important for you to understand. By the time you get to the meat part of this week, my gorgeous Leonie, so it's like basically about it's all about you kind of knowing now, suddenly you are going to become aware of the part of your life that you want to sacrifice. Okay, so it's all you're going to become aware of the exact part of your life that came to an end that you need to sacrifice because it's draining your energy absolutely, completely unnecessarily. But at the same time, this is important for your own readjustment, okay? And the part of your life that you're going to become aware of that you need to sacrifice, you know what, it's like on one hand it came to an end, but on another hand it just became like a really unrealistic. It became very, very unrealistic indeed. And you will know this as soon as you become aware of which part of your life became unrealistic. At this moment in time, your spirit is about to awake, and your awakened spirit is going to increase your own desire to change. So now suddenly, at around the midweek, you're going to be like kind of ooh la la, going through an important spiritual recovery. And that means that now you need to kind of embrace true love and deep and deep and intimate friendships, embrace people in your life, embrace, people who are the closest to you, embrace people who make you feel really good, embrace people who are important to you, embrace your family members if you have them, embrace your partners if you have them, embrace your best friends, if you have them. This is important because all of them are going to be playing such an important role when it comes to you making choices from the heart. It is like the really beautiful energetic vibrancy that you are going to gain through them as well. Something is going to like really kind of going to change within you in terms of like, oh my God, suddenly you're going to see like how all these people are inspire you in a certain way. And especially when it comes to like you feeling the need to move on and you choosing to make big life changes, all of these people are going to be so kind of significant when it comes to you understanding and realize exactly which priorities are actually changing. And you are going to find this so promising in so many different ways, my gorgeous Leonis, indeed. Okay, and also now I'm just going to like kind of like want to shuffle this tarot cards, my gorgeous Leonie, and I just want to like really, I had just a little tarot message. What is the tarot message right now for you before I go on the last part of this week? I just had an urge to do this. A message for my gorgeous Leonie, a tarot message for my gorgeous Leonie, a tarot message for my gorgeous Leonie. It's like, oh, okay, so we have got it here, okay? Transformation. What you need to understand that there is a lot, it's not only about the transformation, but it's a lot to do with like a misery collector. Okay, so you need to understand that you are going to be very deep this week. You're going to hear so much around from all sides, something is going to be kind of keep on bringing you down, something is going to be keep on making you really negative and really sad, and you have to be very careful when it comes to this vibration and energy in order to to not allow this to kind of start affecting your life. So you see this misery collector here. This means that on one hand, you are going through transformation throughout this kind of week, but at the same time, there is a lot that you're going to be able to pick up from the outside, but you must not allow this to affect you whatsoever, because you're going to go in a bit of a deep mode, you know, and then on another hand, spiritually, you're going to open quite a lot. So you are going to become aware of things that you don't even hear, that you don't even notice. You will be able to feel things, but at the same time, in order to stay on top of that, you just have to literally just like a kind of like a just keep on focusing on like yourself, keep on loving yourself, you know, and keep on thinking what the next step it's actually going to be, because it's all about this inspiration. This is a big mama that I'm talking about here. You see, this is an absolutely superb card, and I felt this card, you see, right from the beginning of this reading. It's all about an inspiration. It's all about you giving a birth to an important project, which is at the same time going to change your life forever. You're like, oh my God, this is where all this leading to. Before we get to the really important stages of our lives, you know, this is our spiritual journey. It's the way it is. We are faced with all sorts of like challenges, and your challenge is going to be to work out that situation in the beginning of the week, and also try to ignore the negativity from the outside as much as you possibly can. And also, by the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, it's all about you kind of like finding yourself on this new venture. It's about a new project, new venture, that is going to become so delicious here, because you will know that this is something that if you take this, you can make a dream real, you see. And then on another hand, that in itself, it's all kind of going to lead towards like a kind of financial independence, but also towards a life of luxury, but not necessarily when it comes to money and finances, but when it comes to you finding yourself within the environment that you're so happy with. So it's not only about the luxury, money, finances and things like that, but it's about finding your place in the world, finding your place in this on your spiritual journey. And that is naturally going to kind of, oh my God, gonna make you, as soon as you become aware of this new project and venture, that is immediately going to make you feel like, oh no, like a weird choice, like you're going to be facing a really weird and bizarre choice, but then which you're going to find really kind of heavy and difficult, like really difficult. But at the same time, you know, you are going to become aware of the certain truth. And when you face this difficult choice, you are going to become aware of the certain truth. And that truth, it's also going to open your eyes at the time when you need it the most. And it's also going to open your eyes in such a way where you are not going to kind of rush towards any conclusions when it comes to that difficult choice. So you must not hurry up, you must not kind of rush and things like that. But because you're going to find out this truth, your eyes are going to be open. You are going to protect yourself from rushing towards like this conclusion. And this in itself, it's again going to make you aware of the fact that you must not be resistant to change at this moment in time. This is going to work really well for you, because you will realize, oh my God, yes, that's right, I must not be resistant to change. You know, I must open myself up. I'm the one who needs to give a green light to myself. It's my spiritual journey. I do with my life what I want to do with my life, when I want to do, how I want to do it. You see, that's all what this spiritual journey is all about. Just doing things that you want and just following your passion. But at the same time, this is a great, powerful sign of you kind of like you know, of your own kind of situation, where you're going to see things in a whole new light. This is going to lead towards you seeing things in a whole new light, and it's going to highlight the fact to embrace your own uniqueness. Embrace your own uniqueness. And at the same time, how you're going to embrace your own uniqueness? By doing things that you love. Whatever you feel like you love, whatever you feel like you're passionate throughout this week, it's going to bring the highest recognition, you know, of quality of your own work. Okay, and this is all going to lead towards an absolutely excellent reputation. So pay attention to things that you feel passionate about throughout this week, trust me. Okay, my gorgeous Leonie, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.